All right, let's see. We'll take up file 2014-52600, Jeanette Alvarez and Anthony Miniker. Both are here via Zoom. Folks, I'm the referee of the court assigned to handle these matters. At the conclusion of this hearing, I'll make a recommendation that will become a court order. Ms. Alvarez, you have the right to have an attorney represent you. If you wish, you can hire one, or I could appoint one for you, or you can proceed without and represent yourself. Do you know what you'd like to do?
Okay.
Ma'am, did you want a lawyer or did you want to represent yourself?
That's fine. I mean, usually we just go about, unless you recommend, I mean, who would you recommend? Would we have to come back?
Well, I can't make a recommendation, but I don't have a lawyer here right now, but she's usually available.
We can just proceed then. We can just
What's
proceed.
that?
So we can proceed.
All right.
Yeah.
Ms. Evan, do you have an update then?
I do. Ms. Alvarez has a monthly support obligation of $267 child support, $18 medical support, for a total of $285 per month, with $50 ordered on arrears. She currently owes the defendant $13,994.98. The state $1,014.86. Fees $757. Total owing $15,766.84. Last payment received was a $700 bond, March 22nd, 2021. $200 January 8th, 2021, and a $300 bond, August 6th, 2020. She does have prior contempt. This is a failed to comply issued January 13th, 2023. 90 days for a $2,500 cash bond. She was lodged in the Newaygo County Sheriff at the Newaygo County Jail January 13th, 2023 on a district court charge.
All right. And ma'am, do you agree that you owe the amount stated by friend of the court?
Yes.
All right. Now, you've not made payments in a couple of years here. Why not?
Usually before that it was withdrawn from my checks.
Okay, but if it's not, then you have to pay it. It's been going on since March of 21. That was a bond. I guess the last regular payment you made that wasn't a bond was a full 2 years ago, in January of 2021.
Yeah. I can make a payment once I get out. I have a paycheck coming.
All right. Well, you would need to make a $2,500 payment in order to get out, I guess is the point here. You've been lodged on this warrant with a bond of $2,500. Can you post that?
Not from here. I mean, nobody's even answering the phone. I can't even get phone calls. No one's been answering the phone.
Answering the phone where?
My parents, my grandparents, my roommate. I can't even get commissary.
So you can post 2,500. You just need to get a hold of somebody.
Possibly. I don't know if it can be reduced or if that's I just don't want to sit a whole nother year on child support when I could get out and pay it.
Well, it wouldn't be a year.
I sat 45 days less than 6 months ago on the same thing. So I'm asking to please get out as soon as possible so I can go to work or cash my check that's coming and give it to you guys.
Ms. Evan, did she do a 45-day stint recently?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, I did. I was released in June.
Looks like April 25th, of 22. She was in front of you. The warrant was discharged, 45 days imposed, $1,000 bond. Pay her to, when released, pay her to make payments.
All right, so that's not 40, that's not 6 months ago, that's more like 9 months ago, but do you have any amount that, I guess, what amount can you post and why can't you make payments on a consistent basis?
Within the next probably 2 weeks, if I was released, I could make payments. Right now I'm being held on a bond until court February 8th unless I bond. So I released February 8th regardless. And at that point, I would be able to start making payments. I could make $300 within a couple of days of being released. A definite.
Right, but how much, I guess you probably don't know. How much could be posted to get you out?
I don't know because I can't use a bondsman. I'd have to ask my family. So I mean,
Mr. Miniker, do you have anything you want to say today?
No, not really too much. This is just a constant. She never makes her payments, and it seems like she always says the right things with you guys. I'm not trying to be a dick, but she always says the right things, and she always gets her sentence reduced, and she always gets what she wants and gets her way every single time. She's never gonna make her payments. I'm just never gonna happen. I don't know what else to do, honestly. I'm gonna be honest. I wasn't gonna come to this thing today. Just nothing ever changes. They haven't changed in years. I mean, like on the line, it says she's 15 grand behind instead of 13,000. I mean, what do we do from here? I mean, can I make her sentence longer? Because from what I understand in the state of Michigan, you can make it a felony over 10 grand.
Yeah, there's a felony non-support that is something that the Attorney General pursues in Michigan. Well, our prosecutor here in Owego County doesn't pursue them, but the Attorney General does for any county payer that is in the state of Michigan. You can go to the website. There's a form to fill out, and then they'll consider filing those charges against her. And it's a felony. It's they base it on the amount of arrears and their ability to pay. So that's how that started. Ma'am, where are you working at?
I have employment through Centria.
Century what?
Centria Healthcare.
How long you been working there?
2 years now.
How much do you make there?
I would say my pay rate's around 13.
13 an hour?
Yeah.
How many hours are you working?
Not enough. But I'm trying to go back to work and work more hours.
Well, what's not enough? That didn't tell me anything.
Um, 20 to 30 hours.
So it might not be enough in your mind, but it's enough to make your child support payments, right?
Correct. And that's what I'm trying to do that.
Well, you're not trying hard enough. Like I said, you haven't made a voluntary payment in 2 years. Pretty much.
And we've had an income withholding.
What's that?
We've had an income withholding order out to Centria since January of 21, but we've never received anything from them.
I know. I need to make the payments online. I reviewed that with one of my caseworkers the other day and went online. Like my cell phone, if they went in my property, it's still open where I was about to make a payment the other day. So, I mean, I'm trying to make an effort here, but I can't do it from here.
Yeah. Well,
I mean, I can,
you're not making
a promise
the
to pay
effort.
within a certain amount of time of leaving, within a week of leaving, after bonding out or whatever. I mean, I just don't want to set a whole 40 or 90 days. I don't want to ruin the whole year. I miss my kids. I have more than one child. I have 2 teenagers.
Well, you have the ability to pay because you've been working at the Century Healthcare place. You've been working there for 2 years, just about the same amount of time since your last payment. Income withholding has gone up. Bottom line is it's your responsibility to make payments. You have sufficient income from which to make the payments, and you've not done so. The 90 days has been imposed. The $2,500 bond, and you stick with that order at this time. 90 days, 2,500. You do have the right to accept that sentence, or you can reject it and have a hearing with the judge, and have a hearing with the judge if you wish. Do you know what you'd like to do?
Okay, you said 20 or 2,500?
90 days or 2,500. The sentence
Don't make me
that was imposed. You can accept that, or you can object and have a hearing with the judge. What you'd like to do?
Will I still have a bond if I reject it?
If you reject it, the order would remain in effect until the judge hears it. She'll hear it just as soon as possible.
I mean, Ottawa always puts it at 17 to 20 days for my other two.
This is no
So I don't know if I can get back to work if you could do 2,500 or 20 days. So I can
do 0 days if you post 2,500.
I know, but if I don't make that 2,500, I don't want to end up sitting 90 days.
All right, the negotiating part is over. I've imposed 90 days, 2,500. All I want to know is if you want to accept that or have a further hearing in front of the judge.
I'll accept it.
Okay, you're all set then.
I don't know what else to do. I don't really want to sit 90 fucking days. I mean, I have a fucking paycheck waiting at home to get cashed. I work for fucking CMA. When are they going to apply it to my fucking child support? That's what I want to know. I want to know when my kids are going to be fucking safe. When I have to stop asking Muskegon County to fucking protect them. Okay? Because I communicate with you guys. I communicate with the courts. You guys sit in Johnny God's houses and talk to me. I want to know why I have to sit here when my kids aren't safe.
So I just want to double check.
Why am I fucking so stupid?
You accepted the sentence, correct? You did not want a hearing with the judge?
I accept the fucking sentence.